Him now.
Worsham.
I'm so sorry, Bill. Bill Worsham. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Justin. I answered to a lot worse. I appreciate the fact that y'all had me last year, or last month. Seems like last year. We've been doing a lot. If Compact and Connected and Project Connect hasn't gotten your attention yet, then you haven't been paying attention. I think the people in this room probably have been paying attention, but this is about to get serious, folks. And regardless of what happens next Thursday, I would expect a 7-0 unanimous vote in favor of putting it on the ballot. You just need to plan for that. But you know, there are candidates that appreciate the fact that we are fed up with the status quo, that traffic and taxes are the two primary issues that we have in this town right now. There are many others that follow, you know, if you start with those, but we're going to stay on message. We're going to talk about those things, and we're going to be fighting against this rail project for all of the reasons that you've heard and many others. But there are a number of candidates that are against this. There are a number of candidates that are going to change the way things are done at the city level. All of us need your help, and we are excited about giving you guys that opportunity. Whether you're in a district that has a good candidate that meets this test or not, we will be representing you. And my name is Bill Worsham. I'm running in District 10. We can use Facebook likes, we can use volunteers, we can use all the help we can get. And there are many of us that are going to be on this city council for you. And I don't see Project Connect going anywhere. It for sure won't go anywhere if those of us that are running against it get on the council, no matter what.
Yay!
It's a massive safety issue downtown, because not only does Project Connect go past the existing fire station and block the fire trucks, ambulances from you know, quickly evacuating to an emergency, it's going to cross 6th Street, and we all know that 6th Street's closed off as a pedestrian way on the weekend, so there's guaranteed going to be a number of train pedestrian collisions if this thing gets built, along with during the football games, since the alignment goes right past the football stadium. You have a bunch of freshmen and sophomores that come from towns that don't have this thing, which is pretty much most of Texas. But they're going to probably run across and get injured as well.
Any questions for Bill?
Thank you again for
Here's a
having me.
question. Here's a question right here.
Yeah, I think it's clear that most people don't want the railroad. That's why they coupled it with the road bond that we do need.
Absolutely.
Is there any way to separate them?
Yeah, it's a very easy way to separate them. The city council could choose to do it. They're not going to choose to
No, I
separate
mean a
it.
real reason. They're not going to separate them. They
No.
put them together.
That's correct. And we're not going to change their mind, but what's important is that we show everybody else that's not going to vote 7-0 at the council meeting, show everybody else how strong the opposition is. You know, they think that $400 million worth of roads, many of which are actually bridges and things that are actually built for the train. So don't let that fool you. But they're thinking that they can ransom our roads to get the train pushed through. We just need to not take the bait. Don't worry about what they're trying to add in.
Okay, we have time for one more question.
It's more of a comment than a question. There actually is a legal precedent justification for forcing the separation of rail from road, but simply, the reality is there's not enough time to mount a legal argument and put it forward to make that happen.
That'll probably have to happen after the fact.
Bella, who's your leadership background and accomplishments that would make you a really electable council member?
Well, thank you for that. Let me just give you the short version. I think a lot of our issues are infrastructure related right now. I'm a 25-year engineering project and program manager and have had much experience down on the coast dealing with I guess you'd say the intersection of private property rights, public beach access rights, and natural resources as it happens on eroding beaches on the Texas coast. I think that's that's very good training for what we're going to be faced with. I am willing to stand up into the face of much opposition. I don't tell everybody this, but I've also been a basketball referee for 20 years, so I know a little bit about dispute resolution on the fly, and I know all about the passion of parents in the stands. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much, Bill Worsham. Okay, so now for the interactive